For natural looking makeup that's barely there, for skin that glistens when you step outside, stay tuned. This is the tutorial for you. Welcome to my channel. My name is Shauna. I'm going to be doing another makeup tutorial for you today. I'm going to be testing out the Beauty Crop Glow Milk in the shade Blind Date. I've already primed my face. Everything is nice, clear, and smooth. And now I'm just going to zoom in a little bit so that you can see my eyes, because of course we're going to start with eyeshadow. Okay, what I'm doing here is just pulling my hair back so that I guess I don't get makeup in my hair. Alright, and I'm going in with the Morphe palette. This one is Truth or Bear. And the shade that I'm going to be applying into my crease is called Reveal. It's like a really nice brown, but not quite chocolatey, more like, I don't know, brown. But first, of course, I have to detangle my eyebrows, fluff them out, make sure they are combed, I guess. I don't know. Okay. Throw any stray eyebrows into place. Brush, brush, brush. Alright, and then I had to take a detour and clear all the red off of my brushes from the last time I did my makeup. I actually took out my 99J braids, so I do not need the red anymore, and I can do whatever color that I want. Okay, that's right, take your sweet time. Right, so I'm going in with a crease brush with that same color reveal that I mentioned earlier. Just gonna go ahead and dust that into my crease. And there's me showing you that this is the shade I used. It's called Reveal out of the Truth or Bear palette. Now the next shade that I used in my crease was called Tell All from the same Truth or Bear palette. Then I used a shade called In the Buff to put on my eyelid space that is below the crease. Just dab that on there. Did that on both lids. Okay, the place where I got my press-on nails will be in the description box. And the next thing I did was go in with a shade called Oh So Nude, just to start an inner corner highlight. And for the actual shimmer highlight, I used a shade called Unveiled, still in the Truth or Bear palette. Alright, and then I also took that same Unveiled shade and put it on my brow bone just to highlight. And then I blended that with my fingers a little bit because I felt like it was too harsh. This is usually how I do things, but these nails make them a little bit more difficult. Okay, so now I am going to line my eyes. Just, what do they call that? The waterline. And then I tried to show you how to do it, but it didn't quite work out, so you're gonna have to, sorry guys. Right, and now I'm going to do my mascara. The roller lash, which is the black and pink, are going to go on the top, and the green is what I use for the bottom because why not? But first, before I do that, I will curl my eyelashes. Don't know if that makes a difference. I don't notice a difference, but still gave it a try. Right, and now I'm just applying my mascara. I think I did like one coat. Of course, on both eyes. I'm not gonna do any lashes today because this is supposed to be a natural daytime makeup. And now we're gonna move on to the bottom lashes. Make sure those are nice and elongated, thickened, and darkened. Okay. Remove any stray specks. And I'm going in with the Glow Milk. Now, I don't know how to use liquid highlighter, so I did my best. But of course, first I'm showing you the primer. Done priming. It doesn't have a smell to it at all, which I guess is a good thing since I'm putting it on my face. So initially I just decided to use it as if it was just a regular powder highlighter, putting it on high points or wherever it is that I want my face to shine. And then as I tried to rub it in, it did not quite look nice. But that's fine because I'm going to cover that up with foundation and you'll barely know, which I think is what you're supposed to do with this. Alright, so the next thing I'm going to do is apply my foundation. Now I sped up this whole process. I did not like how it went at all. It's definitely time for me to shop for new foundations. I'm gonna have to go sit at a counter like a big girl and have someone match me because it was frustrating to do, and then it's also frustrating to watch. So as you can see, I mean, it's not Casper light. I mean, if Casper was a sunshine ghost, then yeah, I'd look like a Casper, but this was like way too yellow all of a sudden. I don't know what happened. I guess maybe the foundation oxidized. Not sure. But there, I'm just gonna go in and mix two foundations, the two that I usually use, which is Soft Honey, which is the lighter color, and then Cappuccino, which is the color that I put on first. But this day it didn't quite work for me. I don't know why. So I just said to myself, well, I'll throw this away and just get a new one since it doesn't want to act right. Okay. So I had to go back in with Cappuccino because that was like way too pale for me, and then the camera cut off, so I had to cut it back on and then blend what I re-put on my face. Now, this part still didn't quite do anything, but I just figured that I could fix it with contour and sculpting, and it kind of worked because the end result didn't look too bad. Definitely in no way, shape, or form a professional, but it was pretty good. So I went ahead and blended all of that out into my face, trying to mix the two colors as best as I can. And then once it wasn't looking too shabby, I went ahead and blended it with a sponge. Okay, I didn't want to get too much into my hairline because my hair is straightened and I didn't want the roots to revert any more than they already had. And now I'm just going to go ahead and contour and sculpt, starting with my forehead. I wonder, never mind. So I didn't have a specific look in mind. This is the Black Radiance True Complexion Cream Contour Palette in the shade Medium to Dark. It's my favorite one. And now I'm just contouring any old kind of way. And if I'm slouched down a lot in this video, it's because makeup was not in my heart today. It just wasn't. And I have a mirror sitting in my lap. So I'll do my best to explain everything that's going on, even if you can't quite see. And now I'm contouring my nose. Right. And this technique that I am doing, I learned from a makeup artist. I couldn't quite see what she was doing, but I could feel it. And I think she kind of went into my nostrils. You see where I'm all on the sides there? I'll figure it out. And then I just took my sponge, blending out my contour as best as my patience would let me. Okay. Blending more around the nose. And then when I was done blending the darker contour shade, I went back in with the Sculpt shade, which was what was in the middle. And I did a little bit on my jaw or my chin area. And then I put a little bit more on my cheekbones. Okay, oh, and also on my nose as well. I also believe that I was contouring my Cupid's bow, which is the part between your nose and your upper lip. And there you see me blending that out. Okay, making sure everything is nice and seamless, no harsh lines, I guess. Now that I'm looking at this, I think that I should have hit my forehead just a little bit more, but it's fine because I probably got it before the end of the video. And now I'm going in with the highlighter shade Apollo, and this one is still in the Morphe palette, but it's the Morphe and Manny MUA Glam palette. Yeah, and it was the shade Apollo, so it was like the goldish shade and not the pink one. I still kind of don't know what to do with the pink one. I think the pink one's called Nova, but I have to figure out what to do with that one. I'm sure I'll think of something. So I put that, of course, on my nose because I like to highlight the bridge of my nose. I also like to highlight my Cupid's bow and, of course, my cheekbones. So pretty much I put it almost everywhere that I put Blind Date, except now it's in powder form. I like this side of my face better. And now I'm brushing my eyebrows yet again, getting out any pesky foundation that may have found its way. And then I tried to set my face and then remembered that the setting spray is broken, which is something that I do not remember until I try to do my makeup and it just doesn't work for me. Right? And now I'm just dabbing away any stray droplets of setting spray that may have found its way to my face because the fan definitely wasn't working. And then I'm going in with the Fenty Beauty Gloss Bomb, and this is the shade Chocolate, which is cute to me. It's like my favorite. Alright, so this is the final look, and I'm fixing my hair. Try and make it lay a little bit flatter because I did have it in that clip for a really long time. Adjusting my lighting. And I'm done. Thank you for watching. Bye now.